Good day mga ka-CRT, welcome again to our channel. I'll be presenting a practice MCQ or multiple choice questions in electric circuits. This is intended for college students, for ECE and ECT board exam reviewees, and for other related exams. This video lecture contains 50 multiple choice questions related to resistor, capacitor, inductor, RLC circuit, etc. I'll be showing to you first the set of questions, and after that, I'll be presenting the answers and solutions. Let's begin by showing all the questions, and after this, I'll be presenting the answers and solutions. Let us now proceed to answers and solutions. For number 1, convert 0.0323 milliampere to nanoampere. So, for nanoampere, from milli to nanoampere, there will be a movement of 6 digits, okay, to the right. Okay, so this is milli is times 10 negative 3, while nano is times 10 negative 9. So the difference between negative 3 and negative 9 is 6 digits. So there will be a movement of 6 digits, or the decimal point will move 6 times. So this is from 0.0323. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, we have to put 0 here. And the answer, this is equivalent to 32300 nanoampere. And that is letter D. Okay? So same thing with number 2. So number 2, the given is 717 watts to be converted to megawatts. So watts to megawatts or MW. So watts is times 10 raised to 0. Okay? Or simply watts. For megawatts, this is times 10 raised to positive 6. So there will be a movement of decimal places to the left. Okay, movement of 6 digits. So from 717 to the left, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have to put zeros here, and this is now the decimal point. So the equivalent is 0.000717 megawatts. And this is letter B. For number 3, in pure capacitive circuit. So in this type of problem, you have to remember these mnemonics. The mnemonics, okay, Ellie, the Iceman. Yan, this is our mnemonics in this related problem. So Ellie is for pure inductive circuit, and ice is for capacitive circuit. So since this is capacitive, we will be using the mnemonics I. The meaning of ice rather is I leads E, and the phase angle is always 90 degrees. Take note for that. Pure L or C, theta or the phase shift angle is 90 degrees. So our answer here is this condition. I leads E by 90 degrees. I leads E by 90 degrees is letter B. Number 4. In the circuit analysis, the equation is derived from the loop current. So that is letter C, mesh analysis. Number 5. In the circuit analysis, the algebraic sum of voltage in a closed loop is equal to 0. The answer is Kirchhoff's law, letter D. Number 6. In the circuit analysis with two voltage sources, the circuit will be analyzed with one source operating while the other is shorted and vice versa. The answer for this is superposition method. Number 7. Which of the following is KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, in a certain node? The answer is, let's say we have this node. Okay, we have 3 branches in this node. Let's say there is current entering or flowing in this direction, entering in that node, and there is a current flowing away from that node. So the equation is KCL, and that is entering, the summation of current entering equals the summation of current leaving. So the answer for number 7 is letter B. Next, for number 8, this is a circuit analysis. We'll be using nodal. So using nodal analysis, we have to select a certain node. So in this case, our node is node A. So therefore, for a certain node, you have to represent that by voltage. And this is VA. Then by KCL, so under nodal analysis, we have to use first the KCL, Kirchhoff's current law. So KCL at node A, so we have entering, that is I1 and I2. So entering current you have to add that I1 plus I2. Equate to leaving current. So the leaving current is I3. Leaving at that node. Then apply nodal. So for I1, the nodal is 16 volts, okay, minus VA divided by the resistance, 3 kilo ohms. Next, for I2, so the nodal representation for I2 is 12 volts minus VA over 7 kilo ohms equals I3. So I3, with respect to I3, the current flowing from VA to ground. So there should be a ground here. So that is minus 0 over 2 kilo ohms. So here, you can solve this algebraically or you can use shape solve of your calculator. So applying the solution, this will give you VA equals 7.22 volts. And that is for number 8, letter B. Then, to solve for I1, so this is 16 minus 7.22 over 3 kilo ohms. You will arrive at 2.93 milliampere. Then, for I2, this is equivalent to 12 minus VA, which is 7.22, over the resistance of 7 kilo ohms. This will give you 0.68 milliampere. And for I3, this is VA 7.22 over 2K. This is equivalent to 3.61 milliampere. So for number 9, our answer is letter C. For number 10, letter C again. For number 11, letter B. Number 12. Which of the following is true in an RL circuit? So, if the inductor or if the capacitor is together with a resistance, take note for this, for RL or RC, theta is in between of 0 and 90 degrees. And if this is RL, you have to apply our mnemonics, which is LE. And for RC, our mnemonics is ICE. But since this is RL, so E leads I by theta because this is not exactly 90 degrees. So our answer for number 12 is letter C. For 13, what is the unit of apparent power? So we have to take note that for true power, the unit is watts. For reactive power, the unit is volt-ampere reactive. And for apparent power, the unit is volt-ampere. So for number 13, our answer is letter D. Number 14. If R equals 3K and the reactance X is 1K, what is the value of Z? Z is the impedance. And for the solution, this is equivalent to the square root of R squared plus X squared. So this is 3 kilo ohms squared plus 1 kilo ohms squared. And the answer for this, number 14, is 3.16 kilo ohms. So this is letter A, number 14. Then for number 15, what is the value of the reactive power if the true power is 8 milliwatts and theta of 35 degrees? So we can use the power triangle here. So this is the right triangle, this is the theta, this is PR, PT, ito naman, and this is for the apparent power. So the relationship between PR and PT is tangent. So we have tangent theta equals PR over PT. Therefore, we have tangent of 35 cross multiply PT. So this is 8 milliwatts. And then we can now solve PR. PR is 5.6 milli and the unit is var because this is PR. And that is letter B. Number 16. So for number 16, find the value of XL if the frequency is 50 Hz and L is 0.3 millihenry. So XL equals 2 pi times the frequency 50 Hz times L, which is 0.3 millihenry. And the answer for this is 94.25 ohms. So this is letter D. 17. Find the value of XC. So our formula is 1 over 2 pi times the frequency, which is 50, and the capacitance, which is 15 microfarad. So for number 17, the answer is 212.21 ohms. So letter C. Number 18. What is the power factor? Power factor is equivalent to cosine of theta. So this is cosine of 33 degrees. The answer is 0.84. Letter D. Number 19. 3 capacitors connected in series, namely 4 microfarad, 12 microfarad, and 7 microfarad. So find the total capacitance. The solution is 1 over 4 micro plus 1 over 12 microfarad plus 1 over 7 microfarad. And the answer is 21 microfarad. For some shortcut, you can exclude the microfarad. Just put microfarad in the final answer. So you can simply put 1 over 4 inverse in your calculator plus 12 inverse plus 7 inverse. The answer is 21. So just put the unit microfarad in your final answer. Okay, so this is 2.1. This is 2.1, not 21. So letter A. Number 20. So for number 20, determine the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor having a plate area of 0.02 square meter and plate separation of 2.54 times 10 raised to negative 5 meters. The dielectric constant is 5. So if the parameters of the capacitor is given, we can use this equation. C equals area, permittivity over D, the separation distance. By substitution, area over D, then for this permittivity, that is equivalent to ER E subscript 0 or E naught. Substitution, for the area, this is 0.02 square meter over D 2.54 times 10 negative 5 meters. Then for ER, that is the given 5, the dielectric constant. And E subscript 0 or E naught is constant, equivalent to 8.854 times 10 negative 12 farad per meter. So calculate this. The answer is 34.9 times 10 negative 9 or nano farad. This is letter D. Number 21, what is the capacitance of the code 203? So for ceramic capacitor with this numeric code 203, okay, 203, 2 is the first digit, 0 is the second digit, 3 is the multiplier, meaning 3 zeros, and the default unit is picofarad. So you can convert this to microfarad, and the equivalent value is 0.02, that is in microfarad. The answer is letter B. Number 22, we have an equation for Q which is equivalent to the product of CV. So we are asked to solve the Q here. So by substitution, we have 0.92 microcoulomb multiplied by 20 volts. And this is equivalent to 18.4. By the way, this is microfarad, not microcoulomb. So let me erase that. So this is microfarad and the answer is microcoulomb. 18.4 is letter D. Next, number 23. So for number 23, what is the time constant to fully charge a capacitor? So to fully charge a capacitor, it needs 5 time constant. So letter B for number 23. Number 24, what is the percentage of charge in the capacitor after 3 time constant? So take note that during 1 time constant, the charge is 63%. For 2 time constant, 86. 3 time constant, 95. 4 time constant, 98. And 5 time constant, this is the fully charged status, 99%. But for 24, the question is 3 time constant and that is 95%. Number 25, calculate the time constant. This is equivalent to R times C. So we have 10 kilo ohms multiplied by 0.01 microfarad. And the result is, number 25, 0.1 times 10 negative 3 seconds or milliseconds. So 25 is letter A. 26, blank is a passive electrical component formed by wire wound around a core. So that is inductor. 26 is letter D. Number 27, given two inductances 10 millihenry and 15 millihenry, the coefficient of coupling K equals 0.5. Calculate the mutual inductance. So mutual inductance is K square root of L1 L2. So this is 0.5 square root of 10 millihenry times 15 millihenry. So the result is 6.12 millihenry. So letter A. 28 is the continuation of 27. So 28 is calculate the total inductance if connected in series aiding. So for total inductance in series, this is simply L1 plus L2. But because of the effect of mutual inductance, so you have to consider that. And since this is aiding, you have to add the effect of mutual inductance. And that is plus 2M. So this is 10 plus 15 plus 2 times of 6.12. So I just factor out the unit millihenry. So solve this, number 28. This is 37.24 millihenry. Letter C. For number 29, calculate the total inductance if connected in parallel. So for the total inductance connected in parallel, you simply use product over sum. But if there is an effect of mutual inductance, you have to consider that. For opposing, the formula is minus m squared over the effect is plus 2m. So minus m squared is the same with parallel aiding. But for the denominator, that is negative 2m for aiding. But since this is opposing, this is plus 2m in the denominator. Okay? So substitute the values. This is 10, 15 minus m, this is 6.12 squared over 10 plus 15 plus 2 times m, which is 6.12. That is the mutual inductance. So the final result is, number 29 is 3.02. So just put the unit millihenry. Okay, so I just factor out the unit here. So number 29, letter A. Number 30, if Z1 equals 7.22 minus 4.51 I ohms and Z2 equals 6.15 angle of 65 degrees ohms, find the sum of Z1 and Z2. So in this type of problem, this is, or we can solve this using complex algebra. But since we have complex mode in our calculator, just press mode 2 in your calculator and then apply the solution. So 7.22 minus 4.51i plus 6.15 angle, so shift and press this, so we have angle of 65, then equal sign. The answer in our calculator is in rectangular mode, so press shift 2, 3 to convert that in polar form because the choices is in polar form. Press equal sign, so this is 9.88 angle of 6.18. So our answer for number 30 is letter D. For number 31, if I equals 3 plus 5I amperes and the impedance is 6.15 angle of 65 degrees ohms, it should be in ohms, find the voltage. The voltage is simply the product of I and Z. Okay, so let us use our calculator. I is 3 plus 5I times 6.15 angle of 65 degrees. Press equal sign. The answer is in rectangular form. Press again shift 2, 3. equals, so the answer here is 35.86 and the angle is 124.04, and that is letter B. Okay? So again, for number 30, our answer is letter D, and for 31, our answer is letter B. Next, number 32. So this is a series RLC circuit. So for number 32, we are asked to find XL, and this is 2 pi times the frequency 50 times the inductance of 0.15 Henry. Solving for this, we have 47.12 ohms. So 32 is letter B. For 33, find XC. So this is 1 over 2 pi times the frequency 50 Hertz again times the capacitance 100 microfarad. Solve this and you will arrive at 31.83 ohms. Letter A for number 33. For number 34, solving for the impedance, this is equivalent to the square root of R, which is 12 ohms, plus the quantity XL minus XC. So 47.12 minus 31.83 squared. And you will arrive at 19.44 ohms. And this is letter D. Then for number 35, power factor is equivalent to cosine theta or R over Z. And this is equivalent to R is 12 ohms and Z is 19.44. The result is 0.62 unit less. So for number 35, this is letter C. Number 36, which of the following is true in pure resistive circuit? In pure resistive circuit, take note that the power factor is 1 and the current and voltage are in phase. So 36, letter A. 37, given the voltage and I, find the impedance. So for the impedance, the formula is V over I. So this is 100 angle of 50 degrees over 25 angle of 30 degrees. So this is another complex algebra, but since they are both in polar form, we can easily perform this. So just divide 100 by 25, so we have 4, and subtract the angle. 50 minus 30 is 20 degrees. And this is in ohms. So our answer is letter D. For 38, we have 2 loops and the direction is clockwise. So this is the direction of loop 1. This is the direction of loop 2. Okay? So for loop 1, that is B1 minus I1 R1 minus I3 R3 equals 0. And this is number, or for 38, letter B. For 39, the solution must be negative V2, okay, plus I3 R3 plus I2 R2 equals 0. But since we don't have negative in the choices, let us multiply this by negative. And the result from the choices is now positive B2 minus I2 R2 and minus I3 R3. And this is for number 39, letter A. Number 40, identify the symbol. This is a capacitor with polarity. So this is letter C, polarized capacitor. Number 41, identify the symbol. The symbol for number 41 is the inductor. And letter C for number 41. Number 42, find the power factor if X equals 9 kilo ohms and R equals 10 kilo ohms. So for the power factor, this is cosine theta. If theta is not available, you can use R over Z. Okay? So we have R equals 10 kilo ohms. And for the impedance, we have the square root of R squared. So 10K squared plus X squared. So 9K squared. So the result here is 0.74. So for number 42, letter B. 43, what is the power factor of an RL circuit? So the power factor for RL is between 0 and 1. So letter A for number 43. 44, given the series RC circuit, so find XC for number 44. XC is 1 over 2 pi times the frequency, which is 60, times the capacitance of 0.01 microfarad. And the result here is 265.26 kilo ohms. And that is for number 44, letter A. Number 45, find the impedance. So this is Z equals the square root of R, which is 400 kilo ohms, plus XC squared. So 265.26 kilo, you have to put kilo squared. And solving for this, we have 479.96 kilo ohms. So for number 45, this is letter D. 46, find the total current. Total current is the voltage over the impedance. And this is 12 over 479.96 kilo ohms. And the result is 25 microamperes. For number 46, the answer is letter C. 47, power factor. This is R over Z. So R is 400 kilo ohms over Z, 479.96 kilo ohms. Let us cancel the kilo, and this is equivalent to 0.83. Number 47, letter B. Number 48, find the true power. So true power is I squared R, and this is 25 microamperes squared multiplied by the resistance 400 kilo ohms. And the result here is 250 microwatts. So 48, letter C. Number 49, let me use this space. 49 is the reactive power. So this is I squared times XC. Therefore, 25 microampere squared times XC, which is 265.26 kilo ohms. And the result is 165.79 microbar. So for number 49, the answer is letter D. 50, apparent power is I squared times the impedance. So this is 25 microamperes squared times the impedance of 479.96 kilo. And the answer here is 299.98 micro volt ampere is the unit. Number 50 is letter C.